BSD versus Patty Pimblett, July 11th, International Fight Week in the main event. Max Holloway versus Conor McGregor.
Surprise, surprise, the king is back. Yeah, I'm him. I'm right here. Let's go.
We are so back. It's the main event of UFC 329. The Mac is back. Conor McGregor returns. Finally. I hope this isn't another false announcement where he's going to pull out and things are going to change in a couple of weeks' time. But so far, things look like they're serious. Conor McGregor is back. They announced a UFC 329 card as well. Dana White perfectly announced it right in the middle of Francis Ngannou's walkout for his fight on Netflix MMA. Crafty move by Dana White, but they've announced it, dude. It's going down. Holloway versus McGregor too. I don't know why Holloway's name is first. He lost the first fight, but I guess he's the way more relevant fighter. It's going down at 170 pounds. That makes this interesting, whether you like it or not. I know a lot of people are going to say Holloway by whatever he wants. And I see a lot of comments saying that already. But this being at 170 makes it extremely interesting. I'm going to go towards Max Holloway, and I'm leaning towards Max Holloway. But I don't know if, like, McGregor's going to at least have 10 pounds on him, dude. He has put on a...
The long-awaited rematch has finally arrived, with UFC President Dana White officially confirming the highly anticipated showdown between Conor McGregor and Max Holloway, set for July 11th. This announcement has sent shockwaves through the entire mixed martial arts world, as both fighters have transformed dramatically since their initial encounter when neither had achieved superstar status. McGregor returns seeking to reclaim his throne, while Holloway enters as one of the sport's most formidable and respected competitors.
Like, there's nowhere for Max to go at 170, and we don't even pretend there's anywhere for Max to go at 170. There's lots of really good options at 155. In fact, Max kind of just became a 155. He was dipping his toe in 145 for a meaningful amount of time before he finally committed to this division. There's nothing for him to do at 70. And he hasn't told us yet that he's looking to go there and he's aspiring to be 170. Conor himself has not said that he wants a world championship run at 70. He's just made it sound like, I don't want to drop the weight. I'm okay with all of these things. There's other guys for Conor to fight at 170 that are 170 pounders that could take some notoriety and some rub for the opportunity to compete with Conor and or defeat Conor. There is no box anywhere that you check where Max should be.
Everybody's also asking what's up with Max Holloway versus Conor. This is crazy. This is good. I think a bad fight for Conor. Really good fight for Max, but shit, let's see what happens. A lot of people are saying it should have been me against Conor. Conor don't want that heat. He knows I'll smoke his ass.
The MMA community erupted when news broke of the McGregor-Holloway bout, but behind-the-scenes drama emerged that created additional controversy. Dana's decision to make this major announcement immediately after Francis Ngannou's stage appearance left fans questioning the timing, especially given the complicated history between these parties. Despite the potentially inflammatory timing, Ngannou appeared completely unfazed by Dana's actions, showing no visible reaction despite their well-documented past disputes.
During your walkout, Dana White went live on Instagram and announced Conor McGregor's return. Did you realize that or no? And how do you feel about it?
And what the fuck do I have to do with that? I mean, so I should stop my workout and look what is going on with?
No, well, people during the week were saying that he was going to announce it.
I don't care, bro.
Okay.
Let's move on. Life goes on. I'm doing my stuff here. I'm doing good. I have no problem. Everybody can do.
Jake Paul immediately fired back with a scathing response to Dana White's announcement timing, particularly criticizing how it coincided with Ngannou's ring entrance. The boxing star didn't hold back in his assessment, claiming Dana's move stemmed from desperation rather than confidence, arguing that the UFC deliberately attempted to steal Francis's moment in the spotlight. Paul's criticism highlighted what many saw as poor timing and questionable promotional tactics by the organization.
Hello gentlemen, Alejandro with Outkick.com. Speaking on what was trending tonight when the Conor news was dropped by Dana White, many saw that as a little too convenient in terms of timing with your
What was the exact timing, do you know?
During the Ngannou fight. So what do you say to many who saw that timing to be a little too convenient?
What happened?
So I was told it happened during Ngannou's walkout.
What happened?
Dana tweeted, he went live to announce Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway.
Oh,
I love it.
the cokehead is back. Nice.
Listen.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. Cool. Yeah, drop it during our event. Doesn't matter. That just shows how pressed they are. Little insecure boys trying to piggyback off of our event and try to put some news over top of us.
Nate Diaz offered his perspective on the announcement, focusing less on the controversial timing and more on the fight itself. Diaz expressed that this matchup was long overdue, noting how both competitors have evolved significantly since their first encounter and predicting another spectacular battle for fans. When pressed for a prediction, Diaz favored Holloway to emerge victorious, believing his relentless pressure and fighting style would prove problematic for the Irish superstar.
Any thoughts on Max Holloway and Conor Part 2? Do you have any predictions on that fight? It was announced today.
No, that's gonna be a good fight though. About time. Shouldn't they have fought a long time ago?
Yeah.
In a rematch, right?
Yeah.
Because Conor was taking him down the last time, and they both did good. Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, Dana announced it while Francis Ngannou was walking out. So. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a good fight.
Thank you.
What do you think about the fight?
What do I? Oh, it's way overdue.
Yeah, it should have happened a long time ago, right?
I think Max is gonna be slow.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
MMA Guru approached the matchup with considerable skepticism, expressing disbelief that he was actually discussing a Conor McGregor fight scheduled for 2026. The analyst raised legitimate concerns about several factors surrounding the bout, including McGregor's physical condition after his lengthy absence, questions about his reconstructed leg, and potential issues that could surface in the fight's later rounds. Despite acknowledging McGregor's devastating power at 170 pounds, Guru remained cautious about the Irishman's prospects given these uncertainties.
I'm breaking down a Conor McGregor fight in 2026, dude. I actually can't believe I'm saying these words. We're so back. The White House card, Strickland beats Chimaev. If only Yuri wouldn't have fumbled it. Yuri, you fool. It's all good though, man. We're so back. It makes it interesting in the later rounds because McGregor's put on some big size and he's been inactive. And of course his calf is going to be a target for Max Holloway. Although that's not something that Holloway typically does. It's not like a weapon of his that McGregor has to watch out for. And McGregor's going to have a lot of power at 170 though on the other side of things. And Holloway just had a lot of momentum snatched away from him by Charles Oliveira. And this is very...
The analyst further elaborated on how fight dynamics could dramatically alter the outcome, suggesting that if McGregor successfully negotiates for a 3-round contest instead of 5, his victory chances would increase substantially. However, MMA Guru still leaned toward Holloway due to his consistent competition level, proven durability, and unwavering commitment to elite-level performance. The central question remained whether McGregor could successfully transition back to high-level MMA after such an extended absence filled with controversies, injuries, and lifestyle distractions.
By the way, McGregor, there's rumors that he's pushing for a 3-rounder. If he gets a 3-rounder, his odds of winning, in my opinion, go drastically upwards. I'm still leaning Holloway. Time in the game. I think he'll be more durable on the feet. I just think once you've been out of the game for so long and then a shin collides with yours, or you get a kick blasted across your elbows, or you take a front kick to the body, and Holloway, you know he's going to be stomping that lead leg of McGregor as well. I just don't know if, like, he's going to be able to just zone back into the headspace that he needs to be in to get a top win in MMA. You know? Jones was out, but he was never really out of the game. It was snatched from him, you know? And I know McGregor broke his leg, but he's just sort of been on this side quest adventure, and now he's just going to pop back into the game. Jones was never really out. He always knew a return was in sight, but McGregor's had a lot of these retirements, you know, where he's just sailing around the world and a lot of drugs and smoking and drinking and
Chael Sonnen expressed dissatisfaction with the opponent's selection, questioning the logic behind staging McGregor versus Holloway at welterweight. Unlike fans excited about the rematch prospect, Sonnen wondered why Holloway would move up from lightweight, where he could continue building his legacy, seeing no clear path to welterweight championship contention. He argued that McGregor could easily find natural welterweight opponents, making this particular matchup seem somewhat arbitrary from a competitive standpoint.
Like, there's nowhere for Max to go at 170, and we don't even pretend there's anywhere for Max to go at 170. There's lots of really good options at 155. In fact, Max kind of just became a 155. He was dipping his toe in 145 for a meaningful amount of time before he finally committed to this division. There's nothing for him to do at 70. And he hasn't told us yet that he's looking to go there and he's aspiring to be 170. Conor himself has not said that he wants a world championship run at 70. He's just made it sound like, I don't want to drop the weight. I'm okay with all of these things. There's other guys for Conor to fight at 170 that are 170 pounders that could take some notoriety and some rub for the opportunity to compete with Conor and or defeat Conor. There is no box anywhere that you check.
Ariel Helwani provided a more measured analysis of the situation, shifting focus from the fighters to the psychology behind Dana White's decision-making and timing. He examined why Dana's Instagram announcement was characteristically bold, showing complete indifference to potential backlash while maintaining control over the narrative on his own terms. Helwani acknowledged that while the timing might have temporarily diverted attention from other events, it wasn't significantly damaging to the overall proceedings.
Dana White do? What does he do? He goes on IG Live and announces the return of Conor McGregor. There's a lot to digest there. There's a lot to digest. First, I'll say, I was saying this to people earlier today. I was checking in. You think they announced it today? Do you think they announced it at the same time? Maybe, maybe not, maybe not. This is classic. This, to me, is a nod to the MVP and Netflix event. Ultimately, if I'm being honest, I didn't think he would do it because Netflix is in business with WWE, the boxing, and so I didn't think he would want to be that kind of partner. But Dana White is a renegade. He's a maverick. He does as he pleases. And so, look, people saw that. Did it take a tiny bit of attention away? Sure, but I don't think anyone really cared. It's not like he was putting on another fight. That would be completely different. Now you're taking actual eyeballs away. So, like, it's not like that's going to be, a tactic that would ruin the event or hurt it. But, he was aware. He knew what he was doing. Obviously, he chooses the Francis fight. Obviously, he chooses tonight. It's an Apex.
Helwani concluded on an optimistic note, expressing genuine excitement about McGregor's return and curiosity about his condition following such an extended layoff. He emphasized how the build-up alone would create compelling storylines, especially with McGregor clearly motivated to recapture attention on the sport's biggest stage. Helwani also highlighted how this opportunity elevates Holloway's profile significantly, landing on International Fight Week with massive promotional support, while noting that McGregor likely has limited fights remaining on his current contract.
So I'm excited to see him back. I'm excited to see how he looks. I think the build-up's going to be fun. I think he's missed it. Genuinely, he's worked very hard to get here. Great opportunity for Max, obviously, after the Charles fight. You wouldn't have thought that he would get an opportunity that was bigger than that one, but here he is, bigger stage, bigger name, bigger opponent, primetime International Fight Week, and that card will likely have Patty, Gable Steveson. That's big time stuff. That's old school International Fight Week. So, we'll have more time to break that all down. But the timing of the announcement was great. Conor McGregor coming back is great for the sport. Who knows how many more of these he does have left. There's 2 fights left on his contract.
Jorge Masvidal joined the discussion with his characteristically blunt assessment of the McGregor versus Holloway matchup, calling it a dangerous fight for Conor while representing a much better stylistic opportunity for Holloway. While acknowledging the excitement surrounding the announcement, Masvidal didn't sound convinced it favored McGregor, suggesting Max could present serious problems if the fight materializes. He also made it clear that he believed he deserved that position instead, claiming McGregor deliberately avoided that matchup because he understood the likely outcome.
Everybody's also asking what's up with Max Holloway versus Conor. This is crazy. This is good. I think a bad fight for Conor. Really good fight for Max, but shit, let's see what happens. A lot of people are saying it should have been me against Conor. Conor don't want that heat. He knows how to smoke his ass.
Bedtime MMA provided a straightforward evaluation of the potential bout, describing it as exciting on paper, while heavily favoring Max for the actual result. Despite openly expressing admiration for Conor McGregor and crediting him as an all-time favorite who helped introduce him to MMA, he didn't hesitate with his prediction. His analysis focused on how McGregor's extended absence combined with Holloway's elite striking volume and relentless pace creates a challenging stylistic puzzle for McGregor to solve, ultimately leading him to favor Holloway's victory.
Me off. Regardless, I think this is a fun matchup. That being said, Max Holloway is going to beat the brakes off McGregor. I'm just going to say it like it is, dude. I like McGregor. I'm a fan of McGregor. He got me into the sport. You guys know this. If you saw my top 20 favorite UFC fighters of all time, you know McGregor is up there at number 1 on my list. He got me into the game, okay? But I have to just be honest. I mean, coming off a 5-year layoff and against a...
He continued by...
The analyst questioned whether Conor McGregor still possessed that devastating one-shot knockout power, particularly at the 170-pound weight class. He noted that McGregor's most impressive finishing performances occurred at 145 and 155 pounds, expressing uncertainty about whether that same explosive capability would translate against larger opponents. While acknowledging that Holloway likely wouldn't pursue wrestling against McGregor, which favors Conor's strengths, he also referenced concerning signs of vulnerability, particularly how Dustin Poirier hurt McGregor badly in their trilogy fight, combined with the lengthy layoff and inconsistent training camps creating less than ideal circumstances for McGregor's return.
And I'm interested to see how he takes those shots from McGregor. I don't know if McGregor is necessarily a one-shot KO type of guy, though. Especially at 170. I mean, at 145 and 155, he really had this ability to drop people badly. Maybe at 170, he hits even harder, but I don't know if that's going to be the case here. And when I look at this matchup, it's like, yes, Max Holloway's not going to grapple Conor, which is a big factor in Conor's favor, but we saw him get really lit up by Dustin Poirier early on in their last fight in the trilogy. And you know, since then, he hasn't been able to have a full training camp, you know, to have a UFC fight again. So it just doesn't seem like a good opportunity for him. I think that it's a fun fight. I'm excited.
Who wins this surprise?
The debate continues over this prize clash between McGregor's power and Holloway's pace, while Dana's chaotic announcement style has certainly generated the intended buzz and controversy throughout the MMA community.